Peace. Peace to the divine infinite consciousness and peace to my infinite self in all realms and realities. Yo, yeah, man, this right here is about experience. When you're dealing with original people, you got the experience already. All right? Your experience is in your DNA when you come into the game as a spirit. It's embedded in your hair. So, with people who, they're getting the experience, but you're like the tutors and the graduates and shit. You have common sense to things. Life is fun. You just already done reached the zenith level. So you always smile. You always happy. This is what they notice. This is the spirit game. So when they see you walking around, they know that you can be happy at any given moment. They instantly create devices and things that try to lure you in through your lower self for you to be able to succumb to their power. And once you do that, they got your ass. They make things more appealing and more desirable to you. When they do that, it is finding ways to master you, finding ways to get you to be up under their power, their grasp. The same thing people do in relationships, same thing people do with certain partnerships, Same thing when people try to utilize certain psychology against each other. They already done mastered it. You just pick up on it naturally because it's in your DNA. You kind of got that little vibe feeling where like, I don't feel like going over that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you do something different. See, and some of us got that vibe shit like, yeah, nigga, I'm finna go over that shit. You know what I'm saying? Them niggas, yeah, that's what they want to do. You got agreeable and disagreeable shit, so dissatisfied and satisfied motherfuckers. So they figured out the psychology of it. They gave it, they diagnosed it. You just don't know the diagnosis, but you got some kind of understanding about it. It's in you, because you kind of know the ins and the outs, which way to go. And so when you're dealing with that type of heightened sense awareness, being, most I can sense things in their etheric fields, most I can sense things before it gets close to them. Certain things, they want to attack this if they can't do it. This is where you see the hater. So the hater knows how to spread hate. It's very easy for the hater. It knows how to act nice, real smooth, make you like them and everything, so you'll be able to listen to them when it's spreading that hate later. As it's going through amongst your people, causing chaos and confusion by telling lies, causing you to fight and to kill one another. That's all it's doing down to each culture that's all over the world. And yeah, as with everyone and everything, when you're dealing with betrayal, there's always one that sells you out. There's always those that sells you out. And see, that's even told in the story of the betrayal of Jesus. See, it's always someone that's like that on that. It has to be that, because yourself is that. You are that. You are your higher and your lower self at that time. Your lower self will do that shit to you. As quick as your higher self will plant something up there good for you, your lower self will hurry up and be like, you see, but it can't touch you. It can't touch your higher self. If you riding with your higher self, it can't touch you. But if you riding with your lower self, the higher self can't touch you either, because Only in certain instances, really. But it really can't touch you because you're not looking for the higher self until something gets in trouble. And at that time, the Lord doesn't hear you. But he can do what it wants to do. Yeah, believe that. You know what I'm saying? Almighty. You know what I mean? So that's one thing you need to know. Most High Self is the mug, yo. And so yeah, there's different stages of consciousness it took you to get here. Different schools you had to pass to get here in order to strive to make it out. Everybody, they beat the game, but some of us take a little longer to do it. Some of us are just stuck playing the game, liking the game. So when you're dealing with the experience, some people hear it when they're like, oh, the spirit is just about the experience of life, and what I do is Yeah, for some people who's going through school, some people who's just arriving, who just came from their other trainings from their other school on lower vibrations, to be able to ascend on a higher plane. Because when some spirits get here, they become so dense that they don't even want to leave. They love the density. So they be born over and over again, and the situations get harder and harder for them to get the better and better vessel. But they have the more common sense. So they've been into this realm longer than most spirits. On some of those, they backfire. Some of them, they like, fuck it, I just gotta go. So they need a spirit tutor, a tutor spirit type shit. You know what it is. That helps guide them along through life. Seen, unseen, Most High Self is a beautiful thing. It's always a reason. So it just depends who you side with, really. But just know it's the law of the universe. We already done figured that out. It's there. You can feel it. It's in your blood. It's in your bones. Your higher self is talking to you. It talks to you better when you're a child because your pineal is open. But they're trying to find ways to make sure that the child be stuck, and they make sure they can't understand because their pineal gland be calcified. They want to do that quick because they know who you are. You help the people raise their frequencies on this plane through music, vibration, bringing out their best talents to help them ascend. We all did this. And we'll continue to do this here on this plane. So yeah, I love you. Peace.